This video will show you how to make a banner in Google Slides. So click on your waffle if you're using Google Chrome, and I would suggest that anytime you use a Google product that you do use Google Chrome because everything just works seamlessly and you won't have glitches that sometimes you will have if you're in another browser. So Google Slides, and when you make a banner for something, the first thing you want to do is go up here to the little plus menu, click on the arrow next to it, and click on blank for a banner. Then go back up to slide 1 and click delete on your keyboard to erase the one before it. Then you want to take the slide and make it the right size for a banner. And if this theme side menu pops up, just X out of it. That is going to be in your way. Go to File, Page Setup. Click on the little down arrow and click on Custom. Change inches to pixels. And the correct size for a banner for Canvas that just works really well. And by the way, this size also works for a header for Google Forms, is 1920 pixels by 480 pixels. And then click on apply. And you can see that now it is the banner size. The next thing to do is click on background, choose image. And for backgrounds, I go to Google image search and I type in what I want to search for. Today, I want to search on blackboards. And then I click enter. And I scroll until I find one I really like, keeping in mind that I want it to be a background for my banner. I want this one, so I'm going to click on it, and then you can click insert, or you can double click and it will insert it, and then you click done. And there is your Blackboard background. The next thing I'm going to put on this banner is the text for the name of the class. And I like to put a title of the class, and underneath that, I like to put a little tagline for the class. You certainly do not have to do that, but I like to do that. I like to do this with word art because it's see-through. The background is see-through on word art, and you can do different techniques with word art that you can't do if you just draw a text box. So I'm going to go to insert word art, and I'm going to type the name. The name of my course is 10th Honors English. And once you get it on your blackboard, then I like to dress it up and make it look all kinds of cool ways. The first thing I'm going to do is pick a font. And for this, I like this font. I had already chosen it. And I am going to do extra bold to it because it is the title of my course. Then I'm going to change the color. Now, when you do word art, you change the color by the bucket. You're going to fill in the letters. And so I like the white for this blackboard because it looks like chalk, and I am going to move it. Now, as long as you still have it selected, we call this the select bars, you can click on this format options, and there's all kinds of things you can do to it. And I would say, play with these things. One other thing that I like to do is if you want to make word art a little bit transparent, and I want to do that just to give it more of a realistic look on the blackboard. So, how you do that is you click on the bucket again and you click on custom. Then you have this transparency slider, and I don't want to turn down the transparency very much, just a tad. And I like that. I think that looks really good. The other thing that's making it look a little less chalky right now is it has a border around the letters, and you can turn that off, and now it looks a little bit more like chalk, and you can play with that however you would like. You can also make the border thicker. If you put the border back and you wanted to make it thicker, you do it with this line and there, just so you can see kind of how it is different. um, I'm going to put it back on one just to help it stand out a little bit while I'm showing you how to do this. The next thing I like to do is my tagline. So again, I'm going to insert word art, and I'm going to type my tagline in. I like to put the little asterisks in between these words. And notice it is way too big. You want it smaller. A tagline should be smaller. So first I bring it in and then I grab it and I make it smaller. So now I'm happy with my tagline, but I think a tagline should be a little bit different color. So I'm going to make it look like this pale yellow chalk color. And again, if I wanted to, I could click on the bucket and make it a little bit transparent, and I could play around with the border of the letters if I wanted to, but I'm just going to keep going to show you how else I what else I do to make this border. Okay, I am teaching 10th Honors English, and so I want to dress it up with an image over here. So I go to Insert, and I'm going to go to Image. And for this one, I'm going to click on Search the Web. You can search the web inside Google Slides, you don't have to go outside. And I want to search for magic book. I just want a book that looks magical. So I'm going to look through here until I find one that I really like for my 10th graders. And I try to think about boys and girls when I do this. And so I don't want too girly of colors. So I'm going to choose this one. I really like this one, and I think that it'll look good with the chalkboard background that I have. Again, you can click on it and click insert. I like to just double click really quickly and it'll put it on the chalkboard. Then I don't really like the way that looks. That's just me. I like to put things like this on a banner in a different kind of shape. So, again, you want to select the image and then you want to go up here next to the crop image. If you wanted to crop the image, you would click right on that little cropper, but I want to mask the image. That means put it inside a shape. You can put an image inside any of these shapes. I simply just want to put it in a circle. I also want to turn it. Um, I believe I want to turn this book this way, just aesthetically pleasing to me. And then the other thing I like to do is to put a frame around it. So you do that by clicking on the border color pencil. And I want to use the same color as my tagline. And I want to make sure that it's 4 pixels. It is. I just like to be able to see the frame a little bit. And so there's my picture, and I'm happy with that. I also want to put a little border down here. And so I am going to try to find something that I can use as a border. And because I want it to be transparent, I'm going to actually go to Google to search for this. So up in the URL window, I am going, and again, I'm on Google Chrome, so you can do this. I am going to type chalk. And then I'm going to click on images because that's what I want to see. And then see this little guy right here that says tools? If you will click that, you can click on color and choose transparent, which is sometimes better than choosing this. I don't know why, but sometimes it works better. And then you cannot use images from here. They're not the real image. They're little thumbnails, which means they will look bad if you try to use these. Plus, this one is not transparent. In order to see if something is really transparent, you're going to click on it. And if you get the checkerboards once you've clicked on it, it is for sure transparent. And then I double click on it to get this menu. And I am going to save image up as. Now, some of you might like to just click and drag, or you want to just copy image and then paste it. The issue with that sometimes is see-through pictures like this don't always work that way. So it's best to save the image, and I like to save things on my desktop because it's just easier to find and work with. And then when I go back to my presentation, this time I'm going to insert image, upload from computer. There it is. You see that I've already done that once. And now you can see that, yes, it truly is transparent. Now, I'm going to make it bigger so that it can kind of act more as a border. And I'm just going to kind of keep playing with it until I get it where I like it. And I kind of like this. That's making me kind of happy. So when I click off of it, I can kind of see what it'll look like. Now, in looking at this, I think that I would also like to put a Bitmoji of mine on my banner. Sometimes I want to, sometimes I don't. This one's colorful and fun, so yes, I want to. So I go up to my Bitmoji, and if you don't have a Bitmoji, you can get a Bitmoji. They're free, they're really fun. Students of all ages really like to see you as a Bitmoji. After you've gotten Bitmoji on your phone as an app, then you can get it as a Chrome extension and put it up here in the extension menu and use it for everything. I like this one right here of me busting through. So I double click it and I'm going to copy image, and then I am going to paste that image. I did that with the keyboard shortcut. I have a Mac, so I do Command V for paste. If you have a Dell, it's Control V for paste. Now I'm all finished. The last thing, don't forget to title it. And just for the sake of the video, I'm going to quickly title it Banner, and then you've got to download it. You go to File, Download. I don't know if you knew this about Google Slides. You can download a slide as any of these wonderful usable things. I like to choose a ping versus a JPEG. A ping is just a little bit better pixeled for your other creations, so I like to choose ping. And you see that it's named correctly. Again, I like to save things initially on my desktop. That's just me. And then save it. And then you can use it anywhere you would like. And again, these banners work beautifully in any Canvas page or any Canvas assignment. I use these banners at the top of all my assignments and all of my Canvas pages. I don't use this same banner, but I make banners. So, for instance, on an assignment, I will make a very quick banner that has the name of the assignment. You get really good at these and really fast at making these.